Hello, Lyle Okamoto. Hello, David Carlisle. Good day. How are you all doing? Cracking open my Diet A&W root beer here. We are going to search some $1 bills. This is normally the triple play, where I would search dimes, half dollars, and dollar bills, but today we are leaving town and I have to go pick up grandson Sawyer at school. So I'm just going to have time to search dollar bills today. So that's what we're going to do. Hello, New Marshall in town. Good to see you. Hello, Jesse Kruckenberg. See if we can find any goodies today. Hope you all are ready for the weekend, or at least your last half hour of work for the week. Let's see what we got here. See how many are going the same direction. Well, one. The new all-time low. Get these arranged. Good Lord. Get these all organized, going the same direction. Kind of got an every other bill thing going here. This could take years. Maybe I'll get some such much needed sleep. I'll fall asleep during my own stream just from sorting out the $1 bills. Good Lord. Goodness gracious. These are from the Federal Reserve. I mean, come on. Really? I don't think if they'd done it on purpose, they could have these going in more directions. Maybe it'll be worth it. There'll be just all kinds of finds in here. Oh my gosh. So no normal Saturday stream tomorrow. Grammy and I are taking grandson Reddy, age 7, to Branson, to the water park for his birthday trip. He turned 7 recently, and we give the grandkids a trip with Grammy and Pa for their birthday present. Rather than a toy that sits in the corner, we get to spend some one-on-one time with them. So that's what we're going to be doing. Finally, I got them sorted out. Good gravy. Was that crazy? Hello, Todd. Good to see you. All right. We're going to be looking at the date here, looking for anything older than the year 2000. Gives us some other things to look for. The green seal, make sure it's there and not wildly out of place. Looking for a star at the end of the serial number, and looking for fancy serial numbers. Let's see what today's hunt will bring. If I can leave these so you can see them. Thanks for spending Friday afternoon with me. We normally would do half dollars and dimes as well, but I do not have time today, because we're leaving town. So we'll do as many ones as we do have time for, and go from there. Hopefully with all that work, though, we'll put them together. Cool, Sam Wilson. Good luck to you, my friend. I hope that's what you want to do. I hope it works out for you. Hello, Dad Hunts Coins. Ah, cool. That's what I'm doing with grandson Reddy, or Sawyer. Taking grandson Sawyer, Grammy and I, to Branson, Missouri, to the water park. So I don't have time for a full stream this afternoon. So we're just going to do some $1 bills. I plucked out the new ones that are from the Fed from my regular pickup bank. They were going 10 million different directions, a new record. I don't have a find yet. Maybe it's just waiting to give me an amazing find. There's a raised zero. Oh, you can't see that. There's a raised zero. A little bit of a gas pump or odometer note. If I get off the screen again, y'all let me know. Bills are sliding around. Maybe I need to go a little higher. Yeah, try that. We'll try that. Boy, it's a slow start. Goodness gracious. That's where we're staying, Sam Wilson, at the Grand Country Water Park, and the buffet is right next door. So we will be eating there a few times this weekend. It is an awesome buffet. One of the best breakfast buffets worldwide that I have ever been to. Not good for my diet, but boy, do they have a great buffet there. But Grand Country is where the hotel and water park is for this indoor water park, and that's the hotel we're staying in. It's pretty cool. It's got a little separate room with a bunk bed, like cave, I guess, or mountain. September 30th of 1357, historical birthday note. And then a bedroom for Grammy and I. So Sawdog gets his own bedroom. It's an older note, the 1999. I don't keep those, some do. If anyone ever wants me to keep 1999s for them, let me know and I will. That's 3 in the last 2 hunts now. But when Rhett was 7, we took him on this trip, and he had a great time. They got a private indoor swimming pool too, several of them. And we'll be spending a lot of time in the water, either at the theme park or at the hotel pool. We will see which one he wants to do. He gets to decide all the things we do for the weekend. And he's not used to that. He's got 2 brothers and a sister. And he's not involved in the coin hunting. So this will be our opportunity to spend some time with him. I got some of these upside down. And he gets to decide what we do. So we can't wait. B05. Well, we'll have to see what room we end up with. I don't know. I did reserve it several months ago. But it's a nice little place. We'll do some go-karts, some miniature golf this weekend. And spend a lot of time at the water park, I'm guessing. It's inside and heated. That's a good thing because it's 60 degrees. It's not overly warmed. That bill's got every number over-inked. That's kind of cool. No finds, and we're 2/3 of the way through strap 1. What is going on? What is going on? I don't know. Maybe strap 1's going to be a dud and all the finds are in strap 2. It's possible. It's possible. Maybe they're in 18,000 different directions because somebody plucked the good ones. Possible. All right. Only had a couple straps that I had no finds at all. And this one is trending that way. For sure. Haven't had anything interesting yet. $19.99 would be as close to a find as I have been. I feel like I'm searching one of my straps that I just got done searching, plucking all of the goodness out of. Aha! It's an old one, but it's a star note. And it's a B 2013, so we get to look up and see if it's got a twin sister. Well, it could have saved a good one for me. We shall see. Lazy River's awesome. Yep, Lazy River and the big bucket of water dumping over my head was the favorite two things for me. We got a star note. That means this note was printed as a replacement note for a damaged or missing or damaged or misprinted note. So when we find a star note, we go to mycurrencycollection.com, star note lookup. It's a $1 2013 note. We key in the entire serial number, B076-66960 with a star. Usually these are printed with a run of 3.2 million. We want to find a run of less than 3.2 million, or we want it to give us the note, was this note printed in Fort Worth or Washington, D.C.? Because if we get that note, that means that this is a mistake bill, and it was one of the ones printed with duplicate serial numbers. Let's see. Oh, and it is. No finds through the strap till now. And now we've got a duplicate serial number bill. It wants to know if it was printed in Fort Worth or if it was printed in Washington, D.C. How we tell is we pull the note up here and we look right there and see that FW. This was printed in Fort Worth. So we're going to key in that it was printed in Fort Worth, Texas. Then we're going to look up our star note. It's a run of 3.2 million, but that does not matter because this note is one of the mistake notes that was printed between Fort Worth, Texas and Washington, D.C., where both facilities printed the same serial number. And even though this isn't in great shape, it has good value and great potential value. What a person does now is I go over to a website called the Star Note Project, and I will submit this find, and I will look and see if the twin sister of this bill has been found. This bill is the one that was printed in Fort Worth with that serial number. Somewhere out there is the one printed in Washington, D.C. with the same serial number. And if you can put both of them together, you've got quite a bit of money. So that is a great find. You gotta love that. Gotta love that. That'll bring another drink of A&W. All right. With like 5 bills left in the strap, we pop a duplicate serial number note. That's nice. I guess if we're only going to find one find in a strap, that's the one to find because it could lead to thousands of dollars. All right, the first 100 are searched. There's the second 100. Let's hope these are not as misaligned as the last 100. Good Lord. Hey, thank you for those stars, by the way. All right, we got a better start here. So we're all headed in the same direction. Could we make up for the most unruly strap ever? Only the last note was going in a different direction. That doesn't happen often. We are looking for star notes, fancy serial numbers, and old dollar bills. Anything that will bring over face value is what we're looking for. So let's get going. Let's get going. We have a few more finds in this strap than we did the last. Each strap has $101 bills in it. We did find one duplicate serial number 2013 star note. Got a twin sister out there. We just got to try to find the twin sister now. Good find, but pretty sparse finds. Pretty sparse. Hello, freaking awesome. Is Copper Owl here? There's Copper Owl. Good to see you, Copper Owl. Copper Owl, we are not streaming tomorrow because I'm taking grandson Sawyer on a trip. So all afternoon is free if you want to move up your streaming from Sunday to Saturday. It's all yours, my friend. There's another star note. Where's my stars? Where's my stars? That star means this was printed as a replacement note for damaged or misprinted bills. 11/39/5016. Nothing fancy about the serial number, nothing old about the date, but just the fact that it has the star and is a star note. These things are going for double face value on eBay. So we will go over to mycurrencycollection.com. We will look up this star note. Usually star notes are printed in runs of 3.2 million. What we're going to be looking for is to hopefully find a run less than 3.2 million. We have to key in the entire serial number, even the letter K, 11/39/5016. All right, let's see how many they ran. It is a run, excuse me, of 3.2 million. Not to be surprised because that's the normal run. And it's over here in the permafrost of less rare because that many were printed. But that doesn't hurt the value of this star note at all. It just doesn't increase it. That thing is still going for double face value on eBay. So we will pluck it out and hang on to it. We will hang on to it. All right, that's 2 star notes, and we usually do average more than 1 star note per strap. I do believe their original ratio of print run to non-star notes is 1 in 100, but so many star notes are getting plucked out of circulation that ratio is becoming much, much higher. They're getting harder and harder to find because they have become so collectible. So I keep all star notes. Let's see if we can find a fancy serial number though, because I keep all of those as well. We haven't been close to a fancy serial number yet. Appreciate everyone that's in watching. If you joined us for the first time, please do consider subscribing. We put out a lot of content every week. Daily videos on daily short videos on coin hunting. Daily live streams on coin hunting or dollar bill searching. Looking for fancy serial numbers. Big streams every Friday at noon, although today's is going to be truncated because I am leaving town. Every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. we will search a box of $50, a box of dimes, and $501 bills. Looking for silver and other things in the coin boxes. Looking for star notes and fancy serial numbers in the $1 bills. Every Saturday at 2 p.m., except tomorrow because I'm going to be gone, we do a major stream that lasts 3 to 5 hours where we open $50 boxes looking for silver, proofs, commemoratives, air coins, varieties, colorized coins, stickered coins, magic coins. You never know what you're going to find in a box of $50. And we follow that up with a 15 lot auction at the end of the coin hunt. We do give away a lot of prizes on our Saturday streams as well. There's a good note. Hello, fancy serial number. Boom! That one's going in a protector. I keep any note that has a quad, 4 of the same number that either starts or ends a bill. This one has 5 ones starting the bill. 1 1 1 1 1 5 7 8. Now the coup d'etat would be to have ones all the way across, or just ones and one other number. But 5 ones to start the bill, that's a good note, and that's going to carry some value above face value. That's a keeper. Hello, Mark. Yes, Michael Wells. This week did go fast. Michael, did you get your package? I shipped it on Tuesday. May not be there yet. Got all my shipping done on Tuesday this week. Got a duplicate serial number star note find and a 5 ones to start the bill find. 2 awesome finds. Not a ton of finds yet today, but quality is excellent. And we'll take quality over quantity anytime. Almost a broken ladder bill, but it's got 2 3s in it and 2 4s, so I guess maybe it's not even almost. Wow, I did not expect to look down and see 5 ones leading off a serial number. That's a good find. The first one like that I've ever found. Coin hunting and currency collecting is a great hobby, real treasure hunting aspect to it. Even better if my camera's not crooked. Something I do with my grandchildren. You can do with your kids or grandchildren. My 13 and 11-year-old grandsons have fallen in love with coin hunting. And they have accumulated quite the coin collection in the last 3 years. We've been hunting coins on YouTube for over 3 years now. I've only been hunting dollar bills for fancy serial numbers for the last going on 3 months. Enjoying this new aspect of the hobby. Finding some that are carrying a nice value. If you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing. It helps us out tremendously. It does not cost you a thing. That's a future birthday note. August 26th of the year 2611, but I won't be alive then, and neither will that bill, so I will send it back to the bank. We've just wrapped up strap number 2. Hello, Big Salad. Good to see you. Cool, Michael Wells. 2 straps down, 3 to go. Or more, we'll see. I would usually hunt a box of $50, $500 box of $50, and a box of dimes today as well, but I need to make this stream a little shorter because I'm leaving town. I gotta get out of here. I've got to take the search stuff back to the bank when I get done and go pick up Rand's grandson Sawyer, age 7, ready for his big trip. Last night I had to take grandson Rhett to Colcord, Oklahoma, because he had his first baseball game of the year. I think he was the only one on their team that didn't strike out. He worked a 3-2 walk, made it to third base, and was scoring as the final out was made at first base on a ground out. And that would have been their only run because they were shut out. But it was their first game ever as a little bitty school team. So they only had one umpire, and he was standing behind pitcher to call balls and strikes, so it wasn't ideal. So Reddy wanted to complain about the umpire at the end of the game. I'm like, look, first off, you guys didn't score any runs. That didn't have anything to do with the umpire. Second off, the other team scored 10 runs. So if he made one mistake letting them score 1 run, I don't think that was the key to the game, buddy. But that's what he wanted to talk about. All right, strap number 3. We're headed for a 300 one searched. We're going to do at least 500. All right, here we go. Looking for old date, older than 2000, or a fancy serial number, or a star note. $19.7s is a lot of 7s. 7s and 8s are the most sought after bills. So that might be worth something. Got a couple fancy serial numbers and a couple star notes. But all in all, we're off to a pretty slow start. Quality over quantity I shall take, but I wouldn't mind having a few more finds. If we find a 1995, 93, or 88A series, we'll be checking for the web note. Did find a 1963 bar note the other day. After the strap, I will go through some of our better finds from the last couple of months. Maybe we'll get something to add into it. We'll have to look down and see a ladder of all the numbers being in the right order. 5 in a row or more. Binary. Bookends with the first 2 and the last 2 being the same. There are about 30 different things to look for, at least 20, when you're searching dollar bills for fancy serial numbers. There's an older one. What year is that? Another 1999, and it's crispy. Second 1999 of the day, and I don't keep 99s. Maybe I'll have to. Maybe I will have to. Dad Hunts Coins answer your question, Michael Wells. We do have a lot of knowledgeable people in the stream that can help answer any questions you might have. 3600322, not quite what we're looking for, but kind of a cool number. I need to do a video, Starkville Crossing. That's Starkville, Mississippi, but that one's got a stamp on it explaining everything on a dollar bill. There's another 1999. Third 1999 we've come across. Again, I don't keep them, but maybe I need to start. I don't find very many that are before 2000. If it's a 95, a 93, or an 88, I got something to check. There's an old one. I think that might be an 88. Nope, it's a 95. So in 1995, there were a segment of the bills that were printed in the method of rolls of paper instead of sheets of paper. Austin, that was mycurrencycollection.com. mycurrencycollection.com. So we're going to look and see if this was, well, since it's got the plate number right there, 329, this was printed on the regular sheets of paper. But one of these days we're going to find one of those that was printed in the web note method, and those carry a little extra value. If you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing. It does help us out tremendously, and it doesn't cost you a thing. In return, we do daily short videos on coin hunting, daily live streams on dollar bill searches, except for Sundays, or coin hunting, and when we're on vacation, which I will be after today's hunt. A little short weekend of vacation, taking grandson Sawyer to the water park in Branson, Missouri. If anyone's going to be in Branson this weekend, say hi. Say hi. Almost a birthday note, not quite. We're in our third strap. Each strap has $101 bills. We're doing at least $500 bills today. I gotta keep an eye on the clock. Austin Melton right there, just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, Austin, and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We have a bot on Streamlabs that's supposed to recognize all of our subscribers, and not so much. I've emailed them, but it's not working all the time. So anyone we've missed, I'm sorry. But thanks for subscribing and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We're glad to have you. Oops. A couple of the rare upside down bills and another one. Let's see here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looky what we got here. How about a $5 to $10 bill? Now, if those had been in order, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that would be called a ladder. As is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's called a broken ladder. 9 different numbers, not in numerical order, making up the serial number. And broken ladders carry a nice value above face value. So we'll be hanging on to that. So fewer finds today, but some great finds. You gotta like that. I take a broken ladder every day. That's only like the 4th or 5th broken ladder I have ever found. I've never found a ladder yet, but that's a nice find. That's a nice find. Those aren't the easiest things to look down and see either. Sometimes I'll imagine they're there and they're not. Happened a couple times in the last stream I did. I tried to make a couple bills into a broken ladder and they just weren't. But then I did find one. I did find one. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. We'd like to have you, love to have you active in the chat. We do have a bunch of knowledgeable people here. We'll all take a shot at answering your question. If we can't answer, we'll at least lead you towards an answer and resources where you can look stuff up. There's a trinary note. A trinary note is a bill that only has 3 numbers that make up the serial number. 588, 666, 58. It's also a bookend note. 58 to start, 58 to end. Bookend notes are worth a little money. Trinary notes are worth a little money. So for a couple of reasons, we'll be hanging on to that note. That's a good one. Thank you, freaking awesome. I'm getting better. I figured out this one was a trinary before I figured out it was a bookend. And the bookend part should have been easy. But any note that starts with the same 2 numbers and ends with the same 2 numbers makes it collectible. Those in the coin hunting community, currency collecting community, would call that a bookend. The fact it only has 5s, 8s, and 6s also makes it a trinary note. So keepable for a couple of reasons. Nice find. 41717 716. Almost something. If I'd done a 17 at the end, it'd been a trinary note. But not quite. We're about to wrap up strap 3. After strap 3, I'll show you some of our best finds from the last couple months. And then we've got 2 more straps at least to do. Alright. 300 down. 300 down. You know, if I run onto them, Predator Alien, I will keep other star notes or fancy serial numbers. I do search $2 bills when I can find some that aren't circulated or aren't uncirculated. I haven't purposefully bought straps of 5s, 10s, 20s, or 100s to search yet. There is value there, but the higher up you get in the denomination, the harder they are to move, to sell, because you got so many fewer people that are willing to buy them. But they do carry value, for sure. Hello, Bo Palmer. Good to see you, my friend. All right, here's some of our finds from recently. 3042, 3042. That's called a repeater. And that's worth a surprising amount over face value on eBay. Probably our best find ever. 1579 9751. Bo Palmer, been a member for over 3 years. 3 years, 3 months. Thank you, Bo Palmer. You're one of the first. One of the first. Right now, Pred Alien, there's only really a couple markets for these right now. The main market is, most of them are being still sold on eBay. I don't sell on eBay as a habit. I have an auction on Saturdays following my $50 coin hunt. After we open a bunch of boxes of $50, I'll do 15 lots. Sometimes I'll sell some of our fancy serial number bills on that. You also could take these to coin shows. I'll be going to a coin show in June, the Thursday, Friday, Saturday before Father's Day in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I will be taking a bunch of these with me there to sell. Also, your local coin dealer, local coin shop might be willing to buy some. But this aspect of becoming really popular and collectible of fancy serial numbers has really become commonplace in the last 6 months. This bill is called a palindrome or a radar note. It reads the same front to back and back to front, 1579, 1579. In the case of this bill, it starts with a B, it ends in a B. B1579, B1579. I've taken to calling this a super palindrome or a super radar note, and I can't find its equal on eBay, so I really don't know what it's worth, other than to tell you it's worth probably $10 at least. At least. This is a really cool note. 39555553. So 5 5s in a row, that makes it collectible. 5s, 9s, and 3s, only 3 numbers in the serial number, makes it a trinary note, makes it collectible. If you look closely, that last 3 in the serial number is raised out of alignment from the rest of the numbers. That makes it a gas pump or an odometer note, and that makes it collectible. And that first 5 is a little bit over inked, which does add a little bit of value to it. So that note's got all kinds of things going to it. Going for it. Yeah, I know, Basam, some of those are hard to find. This is called a binary note, and I've only found 2 of these. Binary note is when only 2 numbers make up the serial number. 3339, 3993s, only 3s and 9s. These are bringing $20 and more on eBay right now for binary notes. This is considered a low serial number. Starts out with 4 zeros, 6086. So any bill that will start out with 4 zeros or more would be considered a low serial number. But low serial number and high serial number bills are selling for a premium on eBay. This thing's called a birth date note. 2019 0717, July 17th of 2019. Got a child or grandchild going to be 5 years in July? If so, I've got their birth date note. Birth date notes are going for $10, $20 or even higher on eBay right now. It's become a real collectible thing for people wanting a bill with the serial number that's the day they were born. Yep, that 3 was high. This is a basic star note. The serial number ends in a star instead of a letter. That means this note was printed as a replacement run of notes to replace damaged or misprinted dollar bills. And these have become very collectible. When we find them, we look them up on mycurrencycollection.com to see how big a print run they were in. But dollar star notes are going for double face value and more right now on eBay. This is one like we just found a while ago. This is another broken ladder. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Broken ladders going for well above face value on eBay. Like I said, I think I've only found 3 or 4 of them. This one has a couple things going for it. It is certainly a birth date note. May 20th of 1957. So that would make you 67 years old in May. May 20th, 1957. Or this also is known as a headstone note. Born in 1957, deceased in 2005. Collectible in both ways. Carrying a nice value above face value as well. I heard, Nicole Erickson, there was a earthquake in the Northeast today. Hope everyone's okay. Hello, Ginobili. Good to see you. I love this note. This is bookends, 80-80, but 80-70-70-80. Alternating zeros, only 8 zeros and 7s. It's a trinary note. It's the bookends with the 2 80s. I find this one really cool. Another low serial number note. Starts with 4 zeros, ends in 9750. Low serial numbers are going for above face value. This note is in lousy condition. However, it's got 5 7s in a row. 7s and 8s are the most collectible and sought after numbers. So having a block of 5 7s in a row, this one carries a value above face value. This was the first binary note I ever found. 50, 50, 50, 00. The last zero is raised a little bit. Only using 5s and 0s for the serial number. That's a binary. That's a $20 bill on eBay all day long right now. Last couple are older bills I found. That's a 1969B. Nothing fancy about the serial number, but just the fact that it's a 1969B, still in good shape, makes it about a $5 value. And this last one, really cool, 1963B. 63 is my birth year, so I snagged onto this because I was going to keep it, and it's the oldest one I found doing this. And then someone said, hey, that's a Joseph Barr signature, and they were right. Joseph Barr was only Secretary of the Treasury for like 28 days. So any bill with the Joseph Barr signature on it does carry additional value. So that's an example of some of the bills that we have been finding recently. We found some great ones today. We've got a B note 2013 that is a duplicate serial number note. We just got to find the second serial number, the twin sister to it, and we really have something. So we've had a good hunt already today. We found 2 or 3 star notes. We found a broken ladder. We found 5 ones in a row to start the serial number of a bill. I will re-show all the ones we found today at the end of the hunt. I am going to do at least 500 $1 bills, and we've already done 300. We got at least 200 to go. Right after I get these straightened out, I am going to take a tiny short break and be right back and re-begin the search to continue to look for goodies. Alright, I I've got them all sorted going in the same direction. Wasn't as bad as the first strap, which was terrible. Let's put up that Joseph Barr note for you, and I'll be right back. All right, thanks for the break. Let's get restarted on our dollar bill fancy serial number hunt. I should have mentioned anyone's name who is in green is a member of our channel. You can become a member for as little as 99 cents a month. Anyone whose name is in blue is one of our moderators, and they help run the streams and help keep me out of trouble. So we appreciate them, and they're all very knowledgeable. We are looking for something before the year 2000, a fancy serial number, or a note ending in a star, or a missing seal, a misplaced seal. Another 1999? It's our fourth 1999 today. That's a record. I don't hang on to 1999s. If I would get one that was crispy, uncirculated condition, I would. We've had some really good finds today. We just haven't had a ton of finds. Doing the old quality over quantity today, and I'm okay with that. Found 5 leading ones. Never found that before. Found another broken ladder, and I've only found a couple of those, 3 or 4 ever. So always glad to see that stuff. Hello, Dominic Crazy Kid. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Oh, you know, Chai till I die. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. I had my annual blood work and cardiology appointment, and they say they have to talk to me, but they're going to talk to me at 3 o'clock. I'm assuming it's not real bad news, but make sure that wasn't them. I would say one of that super radar note that I showed, that, or one of the binary notes or the super radar. Here, I'll show them to you again. I can't find a comparable for this one, but it's 15799751, starting and ending with B's. So I've taken to calling it a super radar or super palindrome note. And it reads the same front to back and back to front. That's going to be worth $20 or more. I can't find a comparable, so I don't know exactly. Either that one or one of the binary notes I found with only 2 numbers and the serial number, 333-93993. Some of the repeaters, and then some like today. From a potential standpoint, I've now got over 15 of these that are the 2013 year of star note that begins with a B and happens to be in the run of serial numbers that Fort Worth, Texas and Washington, D.C. messed up. And they both printed the same serial number, and they're never supposed to be 2 bills in the U.S. with the same serial number. And I've now got 15 of one of them that each have a twin sister out there. If I would happen to ever get a hold of the twin sister, somebody else find it or myself find it, you're talking thousands of dollars. So those have the most potential to be valuable, but probably a $20 to $50 bill is my highest value right now. I'm doing well, Ginobili. It's good to see you. Getting ready for a trip with 7-year-old grandson ready. January 31st of the year 975. Bet that wasn't 1975. We would have kept it. We're in our 4th strap of dollars. There's $100 in each strap. We're going to be searching 5 straps today at least. Normally on Wednesdays at 8 and Fridays at noon, I search $501 bills, and then I search a $250 box of dimes looking for silver dimes. Then I search a $500 box of half dollars looking for silver half dollars proofs, commemorative coins, varieties, heirs, magic coins, stickered coins, colorized coins, foreign coins. But I don't have time today because I'm leaving town, so we're just going to do dollar bills today. But that's every Friday at noon and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. if you want to check back in with us. You may want to hit your bell notification, turn your bell on, because we do put out a lot of content every week. We have daily short videos on coin hunting that come out in the evening, sometime after 8 p.m., showing some of our best finds of the week. The next 4 are 4 silver half dollars that I found hunting my own box. And let's just say there's some good ones. They are some good ones. We also do this format live daily, almost every day of the week. That one's printed a lot lower. A lot lower. Not sure what that means. Nothing that I know of, so I won't keep it, but it was printed lower. I would love to see a solid serial number, because that would be my new best find, Chai. Yes, he did, Tatat. I saw that. It was a bookend 44000044. You could also consider that to be a 4 pairs note. He did find a really nice one. You just don't find very many trinaries. And there aren't many binaries. I'm sorry, you don't find many binaries. And solid notes, there just aren't a lot printed. But if we do this long enough, there's a chance. You got to realize when you're hunting coins or you're hunting dollar bills, fancy serial numbers, you're looking for the improbable. Not the impossible, but you're looking for the improbable. And the improbable happens. The more you search, the better chance you get of finding the improbable. Blowing outside. Yeah, that one was not a strike. It looked really funny. It caught my eye. It's funny, after you've done this for a while, and I've searched over 20,000 bills now, something will grab your attention. There's a quad, 4 zeros in a row. I was keeping all 4 zeros in a row, 4 of a number in a row. I've stopped unless they lead the number or in the number, but a lot of people would still collect this, called the quad, with 4 of a number in a row. It does have some value above face value, not a lot. So I've got an envelope full. I have stopped collecting them for right now. But some would collect. You know, collecting, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I've got an envelope full of notes that just say cool notes. To my knowledge, they're not worth any more than face value, but I just find them interesting. The combinations that they are. So I hung on to them. It's a lot easier to do with $1 bills than $100 bills. An envelope over there with $31 bills in it, not a big deal. If it was $3,100 bills, much bigger deal. I might not find those quite as cool. I got a sniffly nose because everything's in full bloom here and my Claritin is losing the battle. A few bills left here in the 4th strap, and then we will move on to the 5th strap. Last one. All right. 400 bills searched. 400 down, 100 left. And actually, we're going to have time to do more than that. I've got a couple of loose straps, maybe 2 more hundred will do. But this is the 5th strap of $100 bills. Let's see what kind of order these are in. At least 2 different orders, 3 different orders, 4 different orders. All right. Gonna take a minute. Gonna take a minute to get these all going the same direction. I've told this story before to those that are here, but it's appropriate, I believe. At age 18, I was a cashier at Walmart. And when I was hired and being trained to be a cashier, I was told that by our back office, cash office clerk, that I needed to keep my cash drawer organized. All of my bills need to be facing the same direction. So, given the fact I was new, wanted to stay employed, and I was a little bit scared of the cash office lady, I had the most organized cash drawer you could ever imagine. And evidently she's retired and that's not a thing anymore. Although the 5 straps, we had one that was 99 out of 100 going the same direction. And then some mixture of going in different directions after that. So I don't know. Didn't seem like that big a deal as I got them 1 to 4 at a time to put them all in the same direction. All right, here we go. Strap number 5. There you go, Chernobyl. It's a good idea. Hello, Walker Magnet, my friend. Good to see you. Hello, Gregory Freeman. Walker Magnet is a content provider as well. He streams on Saturdays at 10 a.m. and other times. The other times can sometimes be a mystery, but a lot of times Wednesday afternoon. He's a good friend of ours, and he has a fun channel. If you're looking for another channel that has content on coin hunting, currency, It'd be a good channel for you to subscribe to. Walker Magnet, if you want to put your exclamation me in the chat, that will post your link and you all can go give him a sub. I do think you'll enjoy his channel. Walker Magnet, Grammy and I are taking grandson Rhett for his birthday trip this afternoon, and we will not be streaming Saturday. So you and Copper Owl can have as much of Saturday as you want, because we're not going to have any piece of it. I've got a short video coming out Saturday night late is all. Hey, there's a birthday note. That's a good one. That's a good one. Hello, Chris Helms. May 22nd of 1987. Let's see, 37 years old in May. Anyone out there going to be 37 years old May 22nd? That's a very nice birthday note. Birthday notes have become highly collectible and they're going for $10, even $20 or more on eBay right now. May 22nd of 1987. Very nice birthday note. We will hang on to that one. One of my streams last week, I went through all the birth date notes I'd found, but I guess I haven't found anyone's day yet. I came within 8 days of one of my grandson's birthday. That was pretty cool. We usually will find a birthday note or two from each of our hunts. 2016, 2061, 62. Zeros, sixes, twos, and a one. Just looked like it wanted to be something, it just wasn't. 45, 36, 45, 47. Not quite. What else we can find? Cool, Walker. And you just go as long as you want, my friend. Have fun. Hello, Maria Ortiz. Good to see you. Work at a pawn shop. Ah, yeah, I bet. There you go, David Carlisle. So did you guys get any coins or gold or silver into your pawn shop? I'm betting you probably did. Real Coin TV. I like that name, the Real Coin TV. So I've got to remember that that is Chernobyl. You are the Real Coin TV now. I'll try to remember that. You might have to remind me. Name changes are hard on me. I've had a couple recently of people that have been on our channel forever, and it's I'm having a hard time adjusting. I'll get there. I'll get there. Lee Rogers, I do collect coins. As a matter of fact, we started out with coins. We've been doing coins on YouTube for almost 4 years. Hey, we got a star note. I do daily videos on coin hunting that come out as shorts in the evening. We do daily live hunts on either bill searches or coin hunting. Every Saturday we hunt 5 to 7 boxes of just $50. On Wednesday night at 8 and on Fridays at noon we'll search $501 bills, then $250 of dimes, a box of dimes, looking for silver dimes, then $500 of half dollars, looking for silver half dollars, heirs, all the things you can find in a $50 box. That's usually Wednesday at 8 p.m. and Friday at high noon. I don't have time to do that today, so I'm only doing ones today. But we do put out a lot of coin hunting video as well, coin hunting content. We got a star note, 0317 8615 star. That star means this was printed as a replacement note in the year 2013. So as you should do, anytime you find a star note, you should go over to mycurrencycollection.com and their star note lookup page and key in, this is a 2013 $1 bill, then key in the entire serial number. This one starts with E0317 8615. And most star notes, the print run was 3.2 million, so we're hoping for a number below 3.2 million. This one, it does have a run size of 3.2 million, which is what you would expect, and it is less rare. But that does not hurt the value of the star note. It just doesn't make it worth any more than the two times face value it's going for on eBay right now. There you go. Yeah, check your change. Always check your change. Hey, Pa, it's good to see you. Hello, Lee Rogers. Oh, absolutely, Lee. This is I love it, and I'm sure it's not for everyone, but searching coins and dollar bills for heirs and older, more rare. I hunt with my grandsons, Hudson age 13, Rhett age 10. They have got quite a collection going, and I gotta believe if I'm keeping an 11-year-old and a 13-year-old off of video games, off of their laptops, and off of their cell phones, that's a good thing. And they have both fallen in love with the hobby, so it's something you can do with kids or grandkids. It doesn't cost that much to get started. I mean, go get you some $1 bills, sit down and search them. You're only going to keep the ones that are fancy. The rest go back to the bank. Go to your bank and get a box of pennies or just a few rolls of pennies. I get 5 boxes of pennies a week and search them. That's a roll of pennies. There's 50 rolls of pennies in each box. We average 10 wheat cents a box. Wheat cents have a value of at least a nickel. Any penny 1981 and earlier, or the first half of 1982, are copper. They're worth 2.6 cents or more. We do find Indian head cents sometimes. Foreign coins. I search boxes of nickels every week. This is a roll out of a box of nickels. 50 rolls of nickels in each box. And you can still legitimately expect to find a buffalo nickel, a silver war nickel. A box of pennies only costs $25. A box of nickels, a little more expensive, costs $100. But again, you're only going to keep the good coins, and you're going to return 99% of it to the bank and get more money to buy the next box. So it's an inexpensive hobby, and it consumes a lot of hours. And if you're lucky, your kids or grandkids, nieces or nephews will fall in love with the hobby. Future birthday note, less than 100 years away, July 22nd of the year 2112. I won't hang on to that one because I won't be alive then, but still a future birthday note. That's a great star note, Metal Dragon. Yeah, right now, star notes in good shape are selling all the time for double face value. I haven't sold any, but I have looked up the results. I have sold some at our auction, and I don't sell them for double face value. I sell them for less than that. But, so I can't attest to having sold any, but I can attest to having looked up what they've sold for. And star notes have become wildly collectible, and they're bringing a premium above face right now. Now, if you find a star note with a trinary or binary in it, or a birthday note, or a ladder, it's going to carry even more value. And I'm not going to lose anything by hanging on to it because it's still going to be worth $1. 8s, 7s, and 4s. There's a trinary note. And I have stopped keeping as many of these because they don't have a lot of value over face value. But 8s, 7s, and 4s, 3 different numbers making up the serial number. I keep them when I'm doing donator streams and give them to them. And so I'm not doing a donator stream today, but I will keep that as a trinary note. I will take a drink of water. All right. Let us keep going. There's a birthday note. July 23rd of 1961. Somebody just a couple years older than I am. somebody that is going to be 63 years old in July. That is a legitimate chance to be one of our viewers. July 23rd of 1961. That's a birth date note. Birth date notes are going for $10, $20 or more on eBay right now. So we will hang on to that one. It's our second good birth date note of the day. We're about to wrap up the first 500. I do have a couple of other straps that I think I'm going to do. I'm going to have time. I do have to leave town this afternoon and do a quick video doctor's appointment. But I think I got time for 2 more straps after this. Normally we'd be doing dimes and half dollars today, but I do not have time for that today. So we'll have to hold off on that. A lot of the time on these Wednesday and Friday night streams where we do the triple play, we will have a donator, and you can be the donator for $75 and all of the fines go to you. You get all the fancy serial numbers and the dollar bill hunt, any silver dimes in the dime box hunt. We found 11 silver dimes last Friday for the donator, which is the best dime box I've ever hunted ever. So you can't count on that. And you get all the fines from the half dollar box. If you don't get a star note, at least in the dollar search, you get a ½ ounce of silver for free. If you don't find a silver dime, you get a ½ ounce of silver. If you don't find a silver half dollar, you get a ½ ounce of silver. And you still get to keep all your other fines. If you do find a star note, a silver dime, and a silver dollar like Nicole Erickson did last Friday, you complete the triple play and you get a bonus of a Morgan dollar or a Peace dollar. So Nicole made out real well in our last hunt. Let me reach over here and get my 2, oh, I actually got 3. I don't know if I have time for all 3. These are Loomis straps. They weren't as good, but strapped up by Loomis. We'll see if we can find anything out of these last 2 straps. Yeah, 714.61 is a pretty darn good one, James. 45 wheat pennies. Those are nice. They made a bunch of them, but those are nice. I love collecting wheat cents. And almost any wheat penny is worth at least a nickel now. And I am saving all the copper out of my pennies fines. Someday it will be legal to melt the copper out of penny fines for profit. And pennies have a 2.6 cent value, copper value right now. So one of those days, all those copper pennies I'm keeping might be worth a little something something. And even if they're not, I haven't hurt myself too bad by hanging on to a bunch of pennies. Hard to get too much inventory of pennies to where you broke the bank. Now breaking a shelf or the floor joist, it's possible. I haven't done that yet either. Hopefully we won't. So I get my dollar bills. I have my bank order them in for me from the Fed each week. Although also I buy teller straps from the banks, which when their teller gets their drawer full of ones, they'll strap them up in $100 straps. And then also I've been getting some that are stamped Loomis on them, or I guess Loomis is putting them in straps of 100. This is a Loomis strap. I'll check it out, The Real Coin TV. I will check it out. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Thank you for doing it in English, or I would have had no chance at all. I shall check it out. This is strap number 6. Will be $601 bills searched. It's 121. I will probably do one more strap after this one and call it an afternoon. If you're here for the first time and not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It helps me out tremendously. Doesn't cost you a thing. And we will continue to put out a lot of content for y'all to watch. If you're enjoying the content, please hit that thumbs up button. That helps us out as well with the old YouTube algorithm. I missed a couple here. And we're not streaming tomorrow, but please try to catch our Saturday 2 p.m. Central Time streams. They are like a family reunion. We search a bunch of coins, $50. We do a lot of giveaways in those streams. We had a streak of 29 streams in a row finding silver, but we didn't find silver 2 weeks ago. But we started a new streak last week. We have 1 stream in a row finding silver. So we'll be trying to get to 2 streams in a row with silver next Saturday. And once a month we give away all our $50 coin hunts to youth 18 age of under that are watching along with a parent or guardian or grandparent. And all you have to do to sign up for that is send me an email. We have already started the May list. Also, all of our short video finds every month we give away. Star note, star note. Oh, 33, 836, 27, a star. Let's go over to the Star Note lookup page, also known as mycurrencycollection.com. This is a 2017 A note. It begins with a B, 033, 83, 627 star. Most of these have a run of 3.2 million. We want a number below 3.2 million. Oh my gosh, we got it. Boom! That is a low print run. A run size of only 640,000 when the normal is 3.2 million. If you look down here at the heat chart, we are totally out of the permafrost white area. We're over here into the light orange area. We'd like to be over here in the smoking hot area, but I will take the light yellow orange area. That is a star note, which again on eBay they're going for double face value. The ones with a lower run size are going for more, and this one only has a run size of 640,000. So that is a very nice find. That's a boomer. That's a boomer, Coin Silver. That's right. There's my stars. Thank you for the stars. Hello, Salmon. You snuck in on me. Hello, Andrews Northwest Coins. You snuck in on me as well. Good star note. Very good star note. The hunt continues. Boy, we have had some good finds today. 5 ones leading the serial number, a broken ladder, a 2013 B series star note that was one of the ones with a duplicate serial number, 4 or 5 star notes now, a broken ladder. We have had a very productive hunt. Not just getting blown away with the number of finds, but the quality of finds has been great. Two good birth date notes. Anytime I find a birth date note that has a possibility of being in the stream, that's a good thing. We'll eventually find somebody. We will eventually hit somebody's birthday. Paul will not charge you the $10 to $20 that eBay is charging. I will make any member a really good deal on their birth date note. Matter of fact, any member of the channel, if I find your birth date note, I'll sell it to you at face value. Because that's what we do at Paul's Spare Time. December 23rd of 2226. I won't make it that long, so we won't hang into that one. But a future birthday note nonetheless. If I remember right, Andrews Northwest Coins, did we help push you over 700 subs the last time you were here? I may have the number wrong. So Andrews Northwest Coins is a content provider as well. If you're not subscribed to Andrews Northwest Coins, Andrew can put exclamation me in the chat and post his channel. And feel free to subscribe if you want another place to see some more content that you might be interested in. We are in our 6th strap of $100 bills. We will have searched 600 at the end of this strap. Some really good finds today. And I think I'm going to do one more strap after this. And then finish getting ready for my trip. We're taking 7-year-old grandson ready on a birthday trip. Going to the water park, where hopefully he gets all kinds of lifetime memories, or at least one or two. Hopefully it's not Paul drowning in the lazy river. That'd be a bad memory. But the lazy river is somewhere I will be spending some time the next 3 days. This I promise you. If they delivered margaritas to the lazy river, even more time. All right, that's our 6th strap. 600 $1 bills searched. We're going to do 100 more. We're going to do 100 more. See if we can find any more goodies. Any more goodies. The next strap, it is stamped Loomis. So Loomis is evidently distributing $1 bills now. The first ones I've done have had fewer finds, but we got a good find out of that strap, so I don't know. I don't know what to think. I am sorting the bills out to get them to all go in the same direction. It appears no one has the athletic ability to do so anymore. So I have to arrange them to make the searching process easier for me and a better viewing experience for you. Just takes a minute or so. I could do it beforehand, but I like to keep our searches as authentic as possible. I want to see it the same time you do. So I'm trying not to look at anything as I get these going in the right order here. I am not a read the last book of, or last page of a book guy. I don't want to know in advance. I want to be surprised. All right. Jesus, we're unorganized. Very unorganized. Here we go. Our last $100 we're going to search. Michael Erickson, I bet you did. I bet you did. You're welcome. I hope Noah, yourself, and Nicole love your goodies that are in the box. You have a large shipment for sure. No, I'll watch it in private, the Real Coin TV. I'll watch it in private. All right, here we go. We're looking for fancy serial numbers, star notes, older dates. This is the last 100 we're going to search today. Is that a 99 or a 95? That's a 1995. All right, 1995 is one of the years they tried printing dollars off of rolls of paper instead of sheets of paper. I'm going to flip this over and be able to tell. It's got the plate number right there. 166, that means it was printed on a sheet of paper, not one of the ones I'm looking for. One of these days I will find what they call a web note from 1995, 1993, or 1988 A series, and they do carry a little extra value, so it would be nice to find one. I am starting to find some older pre-$2,000 bills because I usually don't find very many. Don't find very many. Get another good find. How about some more star notes? I'll take some more star notes. We do average over one star note per strap of $100 bills. Star note is one that they have made a print run to replace damaged, misprinted bills. And star notes have become very collectible. Bringing above face value on eBay right now, so I hang on to them. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of them. I'll sell a few on my auctions probably that I do on Saturday afternoons after our coin hunt. They love everything. Cool, Michael. Tell Nicole I found a 1965 dime under the edge of my mat, and I'm thinking that was the one that I thought was the 12th silver out of her roll, because from the edge it looked silvery, but it was a 1965 and not a 1964. So I think I did find the coin that flipped out of that roll. I found it, I thought, oh my gosh, there's the 12th silver, and it was a 65. Like, darn it. And it wasn't a mistake 65, that just happened to be silver. But Nicole's got quite the collection of Roosevelt silver dimes now. Because she set the record, 11 in one box last Friday. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. I'd had 7 or 8 dime boxes in a row before that when I had found no silver dimes. And then pop 11. Go figure. I'd even bought a box of quarters to give her a choice between quarters and dimes, and she stuck with dimes and made a very good decision. And then Noah was one of our 18 years of age or younger youth that got a free hunt on Saturday. We do that once a month. Any 18 years or younger that's hunting with an adult, we will open a box of, here's a birthday note, a box of $50 for them where they get to keep all the finds, and we send them some collector's kits of coins as well. So Noah got a nice haul. Trinary I pass, second note in. 4418844. Well, I just found a birthday note. Yep, it was the second note in. I've gotten to the point where I'm not keeping trinaries myself, so I got to retrain myself to find them on here, I guess. 4418844. 4s, 8s, and 1s, trinary note, only 3 numbers making up the serial number. It's carrying about $1.50 value on eBay right now. So I used to hang on to all of them. I have kind of stopped because I've got like 300 of them right now. But I will hang on to that one. Hold on a second, be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Grammy is on her way home. She is done with work. There is our birthday note. This is a good birthday note. It is also a headstone note. Born in 1907, deceased in 1976. It carries value from that method. It's also July 19th of 1976. So somebody that's going to be 48 years old, July 19th, I've got your birthday note. And these are going for $10, $20 on eBay. And that one could be one of our viewers. That's the third nice birthday note we've got today. So very cool. However, coins, great. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hope you love it. Silver certificates are cool. Alright, we got half a strap left. Half a strap left. Can we get another good find? 1958. If it was 05, it'd be May 26th, but it's not. One more good find, please. One more good find. About probably 15 or 20 bills left here to go through. We'll do the Real Coin TV. We'll do. Hello, Coin Silver. We're about to wrap up the hunt. We've had some great finds today. Broken ladder, 5 ones to start the bill, 3 good birthday notes, 4 or 5 star notes, including a duplicate candidate. Five or 6 left here. Over inked 8. Last one. No bueno. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up today's hunt. That is going to wrap up today's hunt. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you, moderators and helpers, for helping with the stream. I appreciate it. We're going to go do a little vacation thing, so you guys have a great weekend. And I'll be back streaming Monday night, because that's when Paul will have more spare time. God bless all. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.